Welcome to tonight's technical analysis video. This is our daily stock trading series. My name is Eric Lewis, and tonight we're going to take a look at Johnson & Johnson Company. This is the using data from the close of December 4th, 2019. So looking at the one-year chart, we have Johnson & Johnson having had a significant drop back at the end of 2018, which was fairly common given the realization of a trade war with China. We kind of had a bit of an up move in 2019 through really July, at which point it fell off on earnings and the expectation of lower earnings. So and since then, it's just kind of been trying to get back to that place where it was. Taking a look at the moving averages, we see that all three moving averages are in line with the 10-day higher than the 20-day, which is higher than the 50. So that is a bullish movement, or at least bullish signal in the moving averages. Let's take a look at the 5-year chart. So here's the 5-year. Gives us a little bit more complete view of where the stock is. And it seems that we almost had a bit of a double top. When you look at early 2018 and then late 2018, these were significant highs in the market, and you can also see a little more clearly where we've been in the stock. And actually, with the moving averages on this at this point, you have a situation where the 10-week is higher than the 20-week, but the 50-week, which is closer to an annual number, is still higher. So we'd say the 5-year moving averages are inconclusive because they don't actually give us a clear indication of bullish or bearish price movement. So here is an all-time look, and I do this when I'm not going to use a Fibonacci retracement. Ultimately, each pullback has been met with a higher high, and I actually expect that to happen in this current scenario as well. With the market where it is, I didn't feel like a Fibonacci retracement of such a small pullback was really going to be worthwhile for this analysis. But what we will do is take a look at the MACD. So here's the MACD on the 1-year chart, and this again is looking bullish, even though we're already in the overbought territory until the MACD and the signal line, until those lines actually cross over. This is just a continuation of bullish momentum. And here's the MACD in the 5-year chart. And what's interesting here is that the MACD is just now crossing the zero line. So this appears to be not only bullish, but possibly beginning a bullish momentum on a 5-year from a 5-year standpoint. And finally, I like to look at a little bit of support and resistance to see if there's any indication. And there is, there's some support and resistance here. Just repeated lines that have been, or repeated regions that have been tested, like this $127 range, which is the support line on the bottom, and then the resistance line up top. I think that's closer to 142. Has also been a reoccurring theme for the last definitely 2 years of this stock's trading. So overall, Johnson & Johnson stock is trading just slightly lower than all-time highs that were reached in 2018. The moving average for the 1-year looks bullish, while the 5-year is definitely inconclusive. Fibonacci retracement is less relevant, of course, so we turn to both the 1-year and the 5-year MACD, both of which are showing bullish momentum. So Johnson & Johnson stock appears to be starting a bullish price trend, certainly in the short term, but I like that MACD on the 5-year. It appeared to be pretty strong. There is definitely some resistance, some different support and resistance levels in this stock, looking at 142 and 127 quarter, $127.25. Just be aware of these levels if you decide to hop into Johnson & Johnson, but I'm fully expecting a higher high here, so I might wait until until we break that resistance level around $142 per share and see if we do push higher to make a new high. We'll see. So that's it for tonight's technical analysis video. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and of course, happy trading.